Oh my God!
Oh my goodness. You guys just saw it live. This is
Holy shit!
about all this. This has not been a pursuit for some time. There had been no California.
Oh my God, that was massive wreck. I'm gonna have to replay that.
The California Highway Patrol
Just as we go live, a colossal wreck.
The slip on the 5 freeway southbound.
5 freeway southbound.
405 freeway. Hopefully you guys saw that down there because I can tell you.
Right as Stu Mundell.
A little bit of technical issues, but you saw that crash happen.
Right as Stu Mundell gets to the chase.
Anybody just lost control of the vehicle. Now California.
I'm gonna run it back. It's because it just as we went live. There's a massive wreck.
I haven't seen anybody get out of that car, but what a crash that was.
Oh my God! All right, I'm gonna run it back, people.
It hit so hard. Door is opening up right there. You know this guy. That's a good.
I'm gonna run it back
that vehicle. And right now,
because it happened in the first 15 seconds. But I'm gonna let a couple people get in here. We have a massive wreck on the 5 southbound.
That door trying to open up. There's other vehicles moving along. This, you know, it's
okay. I'll give you guys 10 seconds to get in here before I start it back from the beginning.
Carjacked, but again, on that same breath, we don't want to see anybody get, any injuries go unattended. But again,
okay, here we go.
Right there, this vehicle coming
from the beginning.
And out here, technically over it for a little bit of a time. This started way up in the antelope. Oh!
That's first 2 seconds of the stream going live.
I have to be really clear about
that almost caught the undercarriage and almost sent him over the median.
Jeff, if you could go to the right, the California.
How about the median catching that car, that Dodge Charger?
And they actually gave him the
that nuts.
5 freeway southbound where this vehicle got on.
We'll run it back again at the end for people that join late. But just a couple minutes behind us, I ran it back from the beginning here to show this massive crash on the 5 southbound that Stu Mundell just got over within seconds, doing 100 plus miles an hour, loses the back right, goes straight into the median.
Probably going to be making their way over here in just a bit. We're southbound 405, just south of
southbound 405, connecting at the 5.
Out of that car, but what a crash that was. He lost control.
Coming out of Santa Clarita, there's Good Samaritan pulling up with their hazards.
Opening up right there. This guy that's a Good Samaritan right there in that vehicle.
Doesn't know that this person was being chased. These are I don't know if these are shooting suspects. I don't know what the want is here.
What's going on inside that car? That door trying to open up. Those other vehicles moving along. This, it sounds like heartless, but that might be the best thing to do because we don't want to see somebody get carjacked. But again, on that same breath, we don't want to see anybody get, any injuries go unattended. But again, you can see it right there. This vehicle coming to a crashing end out here. Technically, not a pursuit. Because there was no law enforcement behind it. They get given up.
Yeah, they were tracking it. It was going so fast the CHP helicopter couldn't even catch up with them. But this is not over because there are no police on scene just yet. So we are not code 4 after that massive wreck. 405 southbound at the 5 interchange. Air gets under the carriage, sends it through the air, and they somehow stays on the proper side of the highway. Here comes a Good Samaritan backing up in that XL Dodge Charger.
Another Good Samaritan pulling up here again.
Yeah, I don't know if they were in tracking mode because the dude was going so fast. This person's approaching the vehicle.
Violent crash. That was probably 80 miles an hour or more.
Another Good Samaritan pulling up on the side.
We did see the
got traffic here, knocking on the window. This person does not know this is a criminal that was in a pursuit because there's no red and blues anywhere to be seen just yet.
Especially with those high speeds. Right now, though, you can see
there we go. There we go. There's a Good Samaritan's like,
What's going on?
Oh, he kicks the door shut.
California Highway Patrol, they do not play, especially West Valley.
And now we're breaking the window.
Let's bust out that window and let's have a little bit of a talk. This is what goes on when they put the public.
Took the baton out and shut the door, busted the window. Might be tinted, that's why.
Imagine if that was one of your friends or family that had gotten sideways when this crash happened. You can see that one suspect getting out there. Don't know if that's the passenger and or the driver because nobody can get out the driver's side. But that suspect now on the ground going into custody. But wow, Wow, what a crazy couple of minutes out here. And again, that vehicle moving at speeds of over 120 miles an hour.
I don't know if that's a driver or passenger or what, but they're sure acting like it's the vehicle's clear.
The crash, and that driver, I believe, just lost control driving erratically.
How he was able to just walk out of the car after that crash. Crazy. Is that a kid? I don't know. But I think we're code 4 here, people. Yeah, there's I think they have policy. If the windows are tinted, they shut them and then they break the windows.
Right.
Good Samaritan's like, God damn. It's just seeing if he was alive. Got a gun pointed at him today. I mean, the cops probably didn't know it was a Good Samaritan. They could have thought it was another person in the vehicle for all we know. This person's not even wearing shoes. That was crazy. Well, we'll just wait for Stu to sign off, and then I'll run back the crash for those of you that missed it, and
Sure thing, sure thing.
we'll be on our way.
Yeah. And which one? The Good Samaritan truck? I think they're gone. They're gone.
Well, traffic opened up. How did traffic open up that quick?
And we're still live on CBS. Sorry, CBS. Sorry. Melissa, I'm going to try to hold the shot and send you the license plate on the bad guy's car. That's the only one we got.
Okay. I think it's a good point to rerun it, re-rack it from the start, as this person is in custody.
Hey, Jeff.
4's in the chat.
Thank-
Let's go from the top, shall we? Unless I'm missing something. Are they still streaming? Yeah, okay. Here we go. Y'all ready? It's gonna happen quick.
There. Now, we've actually been over it for a little bit of a time. This started way up in the antelope. Whoa! Whoa!
Boom!
Whoa! Jeez! Oh my goodness! You guys just saw it live. This is not. I have to be really clear about all this. This you see right there. Now, we've actually been over it for a little bit of a time. This started way up in the
It's like
antelope.
Hyundai. That's what happens when you swerve across 4 lanes at 100 plus miles an
Oh my
hour.
goodness. You guys just saw it live. This is not. I have to be.
That person
really
just
clear
walked
about
out of the
all this.
car
This has not
like
been
nothing
a pursuit
happened.
For some time. There had been no California Highway Patrol over
Didn't
this
hit
road.
anyone
If
else,
you could
yeah.
Go to the right. If you could go to the right. If you could go to the right. The California Highway Patrol had lost visual on this vehicle a couple of times, and they actually gave them the slip on the 5 freeway southbound where this vehicle got onto the 405 freeway. Hopefully you guys saw that down there, because I can tell you in the ship right now we're having a little bit of technical...
All right, people. That's going to do it for this one. Till next time, you know where to find me. Yes. Always good to have Stu Mundell over a crash, or not a crash. Have Stu Mundell over a chase with some drama, as nobody better. Nobody better.